Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss, are you part of the solution or are you part of the hatred for educated black women? I want to talk to you all about how contradicting I personally feel some content can be online with this movement. It's like the disdain and the dislike for black women that seek higher education, black women in higher spaces such as engineers, medical doctors, and etc. But specifically, I'm going to touch on black women who are physicians, and this is very important because a lot of you don't realize that you're actually shooting yourselves in the foot by being slightly contradicting online. And there's a specific reason why I chose the black female MD for this perspective. A lot of you are talking down and bashing these same women that you go to the hospitals and seek out to save your fucking lives. For a lot of you to sit online and have, these talking points and, even want to go in on black women that pursue these type of careers, specifically healthcare careers. They want to go to medical school. They want to become a physician. They want to become a surgeon. See, you all can't have your cake and eat it too, because that's what a lot of you black women are doing online. You all want to be able to have your cake and eat it too. You all want to sit online and complain about the fact of, the black birthing mortality rate. You all want to complain about the fact that you get treated a certain way as a black woman when you go to your doctor's appointments, when you go to your OBGYN appointments. A lot of you want to sit on here and complain and whine and cry about the fact that, you're in fear. And I have to go there with you. This really has to be driven home. A lot of you have a fear of even bringing a child into this world in your hypergamous relationships because you fear of your mortality rate. You fear dying on that table giving birth. You fear being mistreated as a black pregnant woman once you go into these appointments. So my question to you is, why are you all seeking us out in healthcare? This is a serious question that I have to ask you all. If you have these talking points, if you feel this way about higher educated black women, especially women, black women who are doctors, you think they can never find a man, you have these certain thinking points about them, and you almost feel like you're better than them because perhaps you see yourself as more feminine. My question to you is, why are you seeking us out for medical help then? I'm very confused. I don't think you all understand that you all put your foot in your mouth so much because these same black women who are in these higher career fields, especially when it comes to saving your life, saving your baby's life, because so many of you are dying on that table, because so many of you are having to undergo C-sections and that C-section may go wrong, because so many of you come to a point to where you're giving birth and that child's heart rate is going down lower and lower by the minute. So now you're to a point to where you have to pick your life or your child's life. But you want to sit online in these spaces and diss the black woman who is higher educated, who is a MD. And you want to have these silly ass hypergamy talking points and these silly ass femininity talking points when it comes to women like this that will literally be the key to saving your black ass life on that table giving birth. How disrespectful and how and just how crazy you all sound. But you all seek out a black face. You all seek out a black female face every time you go to the doctor. You all seek out a black female face every time you get pregnant and it's time to deliver that baby because you are in fear. But this same black woman that everybody makes the butt of jokes, and everybody sits online talking about how they'll never be married. Winter is coming for them. They're not feminine. They don't work in femininity because they care too much about education. You all seek out these same women to save your lives every time you go into that doctor's office. So which one is it? Which one is it? Are you part of the solution or are you part of the problem as a black woman in these spaces? Because how is it that these women that you see on the screen, as an example, all of these beautiful black women in all different shades who are physicians, dedicated time out of their lives because they thought of you, because they thought of you, because they wanted to take the time to spend 10 plus years in school to save a black woman from that mortality rate, from that birthing mortality rate, because they wanted to save a black woman from dying in simple procedures. But you have the audacity to look down at these women because of femininity content, because of hypergamy content. I tell you what, you take your black ass and you go find a white doctor and see how they treat you. Why are you seeking out these women when you go to the doctor then? When you go to the hospital then? Because you have to realize how much of a slap in the face it is for black women who chose to take out 10 plus years of their lives, of their youth, to dedicate to saving you and your unborn children or future children. How dare you? See, you all live in these YouTube spaces way too hard, and you're not in touch with reality, because I guarantee you, every single last one of you, when you make your doctor's appointment, you go searching long and hard and crying and wish that you had a black gynecologist, a black female gynecologist. You be crying and whining, talking about how you can't find a black female pediatrician for your young daughters. Y'all be whining and crying and huffing and puffing, talking about how, oh, it's just so hard to find a black female doctor. So which one is it? You all cannot have your cake and eat it too. Either you're going to uphold black women in these spaces going to school to benefit you, or you're not. Because you all flip-flop and ride the fence so much outside of YouTube when you're living your real lives. You want these black women to be in your face. You want these black women to be in charge of your health because you know you trust her. Am I right or am I wrong? But when y'all asses hop on YouTube, these same black women, these highly educated black female MDs that you all crave for so bad because you feel like I need a woman like me to care for me, to take more time and dedication to look out for my health and my child and my pregnancy. But on the other hand, y'all sitting up on channels like like these other women that I will not name, that are telling y'all that these type of women will never live a certain life, or these type of women are miserable, or these type of women are unfeminine, or these type of women are undesirable. Are you kidding me? Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a healthcare worker, as a future black female MD myself, I find it so disrespectful, and I find it so backstabbing of many of you that you feel that way. Because why should I and other black women who choose to make the sacrifice for you because we care, extend our care to you as hard as we should, but you're all on these spaces saying all these things about us? Why are you looking to me when you choose to go to the hospital and make your appointments? So you want my comfort and care as a black woman, but you turn right around on YouTube and listen to other women and men in these spaces say all these disgusting and nasty things about black women who go into these fields for a greater cause. But you want me to take care of you, right? But you want me to invest in any future practice that I have to extend care to you, right? You want all of these black women to extend compassion and care to you for you and your pregnancy. But I'm unfeminine. I'll never have a man. I'm all these things. But you want the best of both. No, 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 no. Maybe you all need to really sit here and rethink about your perspective, because your perspective is extremely warped. And a lot of you are actually part of the issue. You want to indulge in all this content that doesn't relate to 100% of real life outside of the internet. You know, so it's a serious question. Why are you all looking to these same highly educated black female doctors that you bash online for care, compassion, and your health purposes? You want to be able to talk shit about a lot of us. You want to be able to prop yourselves up from false femininity content and false hypergamy content, to prop yourself up to shit on these women and women like myself. But then you want to turn right around and want their help. No, 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 no. Go somewhere else. Because you all really don't understand how you're being part of the issue and how contradicting you truly are. In one breath, a lot of you want to talk about how, we need more black faces. We need, and not just black faces, but black female faces. We need you all. We need you. We need you. Like, I want a black female doctor to deliver my baby. I hear so many of you say that. You all want these black female doctors to perform your surgeries whenever you all, have endometriosis, PCOS, and you have to undergo certain surgical procedures. You all are the main ones crying and hollering because you're so black woman first, right? You want a black woman to be able to care for you and perform these procedures for you, because that's where you want to put your trust in, right? Correct? So why the hatred? So why the phony backstabbing hatred online? Because let it be something wrong with you. Let you find out that you're pregnant. You want to be able to find a black female doctor that is going to provide you for the best prenatal care. Because so many of you don't trust white women or even other people of color to be your physicians, correct? See, when it comes down to your health and your pregnancies and the issues that you all face as black women, in higher numbers with dealing with hormonal balance issues, dealing with underlying prenatal care that you may lack in the beginning stages of your pregnancy, dealing with PCOS, dealing with endometriosis, ovarian cancers. That's when you want to just forget everything that you all said online about these women. That's when you all want to forget about all the femininity and hypergamy stuff online, and that's when you want your pride and joy angel of a black female doctor to be the face of your healthcare plans. So you all are going to have to pick, and you're all going to have to make a choice. And I'm sorry, but that's just personally how I feel. That's the bottom line. Because, I forgo myself a certain future that I plan to have. And the content, you all don't even realize the damage that you're actually doing to black women like myself as far as our thinking. Or even like I'm currently in healthcare, and you all don't even realize how a lot of black women like myself that are in healthcare, that are in these spaces watching and listening to everything that you all say, you're creating a perspective for us to really think about. Because I know a lot of you have definitely done it for me. Because I'm going to go where I'm appreciated as a black female MD. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated. And if my own black female counterparts cannot appreciate me because in the same breath you want my help, but then you're going to turn around and say that I lack femininity and I lack what a quote unquote high value man will require from me, then I am going to go where I'm appreciated, and you can take that how you want it. And that's part of my quote unquote divestment. You don't appreciate these type of women like myself in these spaces that have took out the extra time to educate themselves in order to benefit you. If any black woman that follows me in healthcare, you all are in these spaces, you all are hearing what they're saying, let's put ourselves first and let's go where we are appreciated. And you all can take that how you want to. You all can take that how you want to. You all don't even realize how you're shooting yourselves in the foot. Really think about it. Really think about the things that you're saying, but then you want to seek us out when it really boils down to it. You want to bash educated women online, but then you want to seek us out. As an educated woman, as a future MD, as a black woman myself, at 30 years old, who puts myself first, you don't appreciate me, especially in certain spaces, I am going to take my medical skills and my knowledge to save women, and I'm going to go where I'm appreciated. If my own black female counterparts can't, then hey, this is a career path that a lot of black women choose to go to because they care about the black women in their community. But let me tell you this. Let me open up any type of private practice that I ever want to in the future. If I were to set that private practice in a particular neighborhood that does not have many black women in it, I am going to make a killing off that insurance. I'm just telling you the truth. So if we aren't appreciated in these femininity spaces because, we're too educated and can't find a man and we're not feminine, well, let's take our knowledge and our health practices and our private practices that we want, and let's go elsewhere where we're appreciated. So you all don't even realize how you're shooting yourselves in the foot. And this is what it's really boiling down to, because I am going to put myself first because that's part of divestment, correct? So you ladies really have to understand the cause and effect that you may be making with these spaces online, talking about women in their careers and women, black women in education, especially when it becomes to being a physician and in healthcare, because you all love to shit on us for some reason. We're the main ones. So think about it. So I hope this video was an eye-opener for you ladies, because I'm really throwing my perspective out there, and I think that a lot of you ladies are not thinking about this in greater terms of how this is going to affect you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section. I also want to hear your opinion about this. And thank you again so much for listening. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.